told you guys in the previous video that I've been experimenting with makeup, with lashes and all that, but I thought, by the time this videos are coming out, it's going to be probably February, and in the Valentine's Day non-spirit, I wasn't even a Valentine's Day lover when I was in relationships, because I think I'm allowed to dislike it. I mean, the last Valentine's Day I spent with an ex being overseas, telling their parents to get me something completely random. Like, they just said, get her chocolates or something, and then, okay, something you guys might not know. Okay, some people are gonna get upset about this. I don't really like white chocolate. And look, I've got nothing against white chocolate. There's certain things with like Top Ticks or Top Tick mint. Oh, I would absolutely enjoy that. But white chocolate on its own is too potent for me. And if I eat it like by itself, it really makes me sick. I don't know if it's a higher milk content. I don't know if it's because it's barely any cocoa. I have absolutely no idea. So if anyone knows, please tell me. So yeah, and then it was probably around about that time that I was also being cheated on. So well, so I thought, in the spirit of those that do not have any care in the world for Valentine's Day, why don't we do a little bit of pre-Valentine's Day shaming, and let me tell you all the things that my ex's parents used to make me feel ashamed about. Number one, and this is a big one, wanting children one day. It's a big one. The reason is, I don't know, and I will never know. I don't know whether it was the idea of me having children one day, or just the fact that I was sexually active. I genuinely don't know, because that's how little I knew of them, and that's how little they knew of me. And that was not for lack of trying, by the way. I tried my best to get to know these people, and I keep looking at the wrong thing. The camera's clearly over there. Anyway, so I would be made to feel ashamed about anything regarding children. When there was this one time, I remember we were busy driving, and a lady in her 20s or something was walking by, and she was carrying a child. My ex and I, we got yelled at immediately to not get any fucking ideas. And that is something that's like, if they knew me at all, girl's got goals, she's got ambitions, she's got things to do, and kids are gonna come after those goals have been seen to, which you would have known if you had gotten to know me. Number two, which it strikes I don't know, deep fire within me. Having a problem that my parents, or not necessarily my parents, my father is happily married with a woman, but the fact that my mother was getting married, or is married now, but was getting married to a woman. Basically that they are kind of a little bit homophobic. Even if they won't admit it, look, if you are, you are. If you aren't, you aren't. But I'm not the one who shamed my son and called them a female for dyeing their hair. So, sorry guys. But yes, who had a big problem with my mother and her partner being not only a part of the LGBTQ community. I mean, I myself am a part of it. I am happily bisexual. I am not afraid to say that, because some people, hear me out, are the reason for some people are literally the scum of the damn earth who deserve hell, okay? And they get the most amazing things in life. So I believe you deserve what you earn in life, because I have seen the sweetest people in the world get absolute hell, and then the worst people in the world get all the things that they want in life, and that is so bloody unfair. So I'm big on equality, and I've always been someone that's comfortable with his sexuality, and that was something that my ex's parents were not happy with, because not only were they very funny about my mom being with a woman, but it was like the fact that they were affectionate or are affectionate, and that is something I love about their relationship, that they're not afraid to lay with their head on the shoulder, to hold hands, to call each other cute little names. Like, they're not afraid to do that in public, because they are not afraid of showing their relationship. They're not doing it in a way that's like, oh no, those people clearly need to get a room. They're not doing it like that. They're just showing each other affection, which I would think is normal in a relationship. But next one I would have to say is, like I said, affection. Not liking how affectionate my ex and I were. I mean, we used to just take naps together, like, and that was seen as a problem. Or I'm sure I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm not sure if I had, if I just had my head on his shoulder, if I held his hand, if he was being sweet and, I don't know, maybe flirting with me, I don't know, anything affectionate was something to feel shameful about. I wouldn't say that it broke me, or what did people say, like it ruined my life or anything in that way. It didn't get to me in the sense that, oh no, these people don't want me to love him. It got me in the sense like, what has to go wrong in another person's life for them to be unhappy seeing other people happy? What has to go wrong? There's something else there. There's something beneath the surface that ain't nobody talking about that's gotta be solved, okay? Because most of the time when miserable people want to make other happy people miserable, there's something under the surface there. So that's why I never really took it too personal. It just pisses a person off, because it's like, okay, so I can't hold my person's hand. What? Am I going to jail? One of the things that doesn't get talked about a lot, religion. And I wouldn't say they're religionists. They were very judgmental about everything. I mean, hell, wearing black to a funeral was something they judged, which doesn't make sense. And for those who are confused by me saying this, someone showed up to a relative's funeral wearing all black, which is what you should wear to a funeral. Luckily for me, I wore grey. And that person was joked about and called goth. Like, these people wore jeans and tracksuit jackets to a funeral. I don't understand. Anyways, I was being judged for not being of their kind of religion. And when I say it like that, I mean, yes, you get Christian. We're all Christian. And I mean, not all of us watching, I'm saying the people involved, we were all Christian. But there's different types. So you get like Anglican, you get Seventh-day Adventist, you get Baptist, you get New Apostolic, Old Apostolic. You get so many that it's I don't even know all of them. And because I don't go to church, like, look, if I had to go to church, I go to church on Saturdays. My faith has Sabbath on the Saturday. We see that as the seventh day. And my mother's actually Baptist. I think they went to church on Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. But these people made me feel ashamed because I was not Anglican, because I was not a part of their church, because I wasn't going to church every Sunday with them. And I kid you not, like, seriously, I shit you not, I would go to church with these people every Sunday, and that still wasn't enough. So clearly, what was the problem? That was one of the big things. And it's kind of funny because I have Anglican blood. My grandmother was an Anglican. So one of the big things that really changed a lot is that they made me feel ashamed for dressing feminine. Like, even what I'm wearing now, this is like actually a dress, but you can only see the top portion. Dressing feminine, anything that shows skin, because I remember I used to love wearing female clothing in general. I used to wear like pink tops and whatnot, and they were like this type of cut, and I mean, it would be like this. It's not like it would be dragged down my boobs, it would be like this. And I don't know, I wore comfortable jeggings or things like that because my stomach would bloat a lot, so clearly jeans was not a good thing for me. And it's crazy because they felt like I was dressing in a way that I was like asking for it somehow. And because of that, and me, shame, the person that I was back then, I feel so sorry for her. But yeah, no, after that relationship ended, after I ended it, after I found out the things that he had done and hidden from me, the same person that loved him died. Dead, baby. Because I am big on rebirth. One of my favorite things in the entire world are phoenixes. And I don't know, maybe it's because of Harry Potter. Look, it started with Harry Potter, when you get those who love Harry Potter know about the phoenix that Dumbledore had. And I mean, I took a couple of years ago, I took a quiz to see, you know those quizzes that tell you your spirit animal or whatnot. The one said it was a dragon, and then a few years later I did it again and it said phoenix, because a phoenix doesn't just die, it always it's born again from the ashes that it died from, which is ridiculously cool. I still think that is so awesome. And I believe in rebirth, and I feel like I was put through all the things in that relationship to be reborn into the person I am now, because now I know way more than I did before, and I know who I am, I know what I bring to the table, and I know exactly what I'm looking for in the next person that I date, which will not be for a long time because I do not want to date anybody. I do not want to date anybody. I do not want to put myself through that again. It's too much work. So for now, it's all about me. Which is why I started to wear more baggy clothing, and which is why probably half of my cupboard is boy clothes, because I started to buy male t-shirts because they have a different fit on a girl that's more baggy. So I started to wear more male t-shirts. I started to wear hoodies more because that would cover everything up. I started to wear baggy pants. I started, even if it was loose pants, I would make sure that any hoodie or jacket I wore covered up the naughty bits, as they probably would have said. And yeah, that just became what I was comfortable with. And it's really sad to think about, because now I'm starting to get more comfortable in my body. I'm getting more comfortable dressing more feminine, because hell, why can't I? You only live once, and I'm gonna live it happily. So one of the biggest things, which I actually don't mind now, because yeah, I don't mind now because they're not worth even my time. But the reason I'm recording these videos is because, yes, I'm shaming Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is a freaking marketing scam, okay? They just want your money for the chocolate and the flowers and all that nonsense. But I mean, look, if you guys love Valentine's Day, go crazy. I'm just part of the people that believe it's just bullshit, okay? You can hate me for it, you can love me for it. That's just me, because I've never ever in my life had a worthwhile experience on Valentine's Day. And yes, I probably went on a date on Valentine's Day in the last 3 years. I probably did. But the person that I dated in the first year of the 3-year relationship did not exist in the last 2 years. So I don't even remember. I've repressed so much that I don't remember. I don't know. Even if I did, not worth it. And well, the things I talk about on my channel are basically, I try to give advice, I try to give tips, I try to do motivation, I try to tell my story, tell my life experience, hoping it will help somebody. So I know some people will be like, oh, why is she still talking about ex? Like, sweetie, please. I don't talk to him on social media. I have him blocked on all my social media. I want nothing to do with that guy or his family. Believe me. But I need to tell these things, because ain't nobody else gonna talk about it. And I want to share it with the world, because you never know. You might be dating someone whose family is putting you through hell, and you might not know that the person you're dating is allowing them to put you through it, because they are looking for validation from their family and instead would rather have you suffer than them. Maybe it will help you, I don't know, but I didn't have anyone to help me when I was going through it, and that's why I talk about these things. Not because I want the person back, hell no. I would rather
roll down a hill of broken glass, struck naked into a pool of lava, then take him back. Let's get back here.
So that's why I'm telling you these things, because I want to help anyone who might be going through the same thing. So hope you guys enjoyed the video.